So because we are in a range, you guys should know that on acceptance at the top can indicate that we are getting ready to break out higher. So if we are seeing that, then we can break out to prior day high. An aggressive entry for me here is the break of this 9MA lower high as an entry to that possible breakout. Does that make sense for you guys here in the chat and in the room?
Good morning, chat. How's everybody doing? Everyone survive the CPI day? This was relatively lackluster and tame. This one looks like it's not even going to give us a wider move, and then we're probably just going to continue to consolidate.
To me, it looks like we are sort of getting ready for a breakout. I mean, I don't know. I from what I follow,
Bullish with that.
what's that?
I'm cautiously bullish with the same thesis. Like I just am.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Do we confirm the breakout or do we push back down to wait to remain more range bound into FOMC, which makes sense? Or, there have been some times where we sort of front run that and we just break out and continue. And sort of that catches everybody off guard because they're sort of taking it easy because they think it's going to be range bound. So I have like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Let's see what we get.
And we are open. Good luck, everybody. Let's trade safe. NQ going to make a run here, take out previous day high.
Yeah, it's going. And see if we can hold this sort of breakout attempt here from this range that we've been in. But so far, if we can create this higher high, high low structure and hold this breakout attempt, we can continue higher. We do have a divergence here as NQ did take out that CPI high. ES has not yet. So let's see if we do hold.
I got a really crappy entry.
Oh, looking for a long there?
Yep. I got a very crappy entry. I was not where I wanted to mark it in, but we'll see. I wanted to get in like here, like 23s, not 28.9 or 28.75.
How many points do you usually do for a stop?
Like 15, 12, just kind of depends. I have a 1 guy on, so I'm going 15. Problem is, this is one of those where it's like if I get stopped out, I may re-enter. Yes, it's still sitting at like the high of the day.
If we can form acceptance up here, then maybe if I'm front running that a little bit and I should wait for acceptance. So far we do have that a potential higher low on this move lower and then move back up. Let's see how it sort of behaves here. Let me remove this box. So because we are in a range, you guys should know if you follow my streams that on acceptance at the top can indicate that we are getting ready to break out higher. So if we are seeing that, we're not seeing that yet, but if we are seeing that ES is leading, then we can break out to prior day high, that 24,040 area. An aggressive entry for me here is the break of this 9MA lower high as an entry to that possible breakout. Does that make sense for you guys here in the chat and in the room? So I'm being a little bit on the aggressive side and looking for this entry or using this entry as my way in because we don't have acceptance, and so we don't have confirmation yet of price action telling me, hey, it's getting ready to break out. So my aggressiveness may not work out here, and if so, I might close it here for just like minus 0.5 bar. ES is leading. Let me show the ES chart here. You can see that we sort of had like a failed breakout. Came back in, there was no follow through, and now we're seeing the push higher. So that was just a lot of some chops and noise, and now we're seeing the real move. NQ is a little slow, so we really need to see a hold here, like acceptance, right? If we can get that, then I have confidence that we'll go to prior day high. So that's what I'm waiting for and looking for here. And like I said, I used my 9MA reversal as an entry towards that to see if we get that push. Like I said, all time frames point higher. There's nothing that price has done to tell us it's going lower. Like we couldn't even go test the 900 prior week high, right? Like if we're not testing that, then to me, there's 2 scenarios, sideways or higher, or a sideways to higher market, which we're seeing. This was a correction through time and we wedged up and now we're seeing higher. We can't really overcomplicate it. It's the market moves in 3 ways, up, down, or sideways. So if you can understand how that functions over time, then your comment here where it says that you admire my calmness with this side action. look, it's either a correction through time that's gonna break back out, or it fails and it stops me out, right? After you've seen it for so many times, then here's ES on that wedge break. So if you took, you're just getting paid out here. Let's see what happens with NQ. Look at ES, it's paying you guys.
Yep.
Let's see if NQ can hit it. So we're approaching 1 hour for me here finally, but I still, like I've said all morning, I still think that above this sort of breakout here, 960s, we can see prior day high and a new all-time. Wait, is it a new all-time high up there? No, I don't know. New all-time high is 6850. So I'm still looking for that. Yes, you got to stick to your process, even if it takes a couple of hours. Technically, the way I see it is nothing showed me that my trade was invalid. So there's really nothing for me to do. And that's how I think you should approach it. If you get anxious or your emotions go up when price goes against you for a bit, that just means, like, to me, you may not have confidence in what you're looking for and what you're sort of expecting over time trading that setup.
This presentation is for educational purposes only. All of the symbols, trading ideas, and live trading are for demonstrational purposes and are not recommendations or trading advice. Past performance may not be indicative of future results. All of the information and opinions expressed by third-party guests are their own and are not necessarily those of NinjaTrader, LLC. Trading futures involves substantial risk and may not be suitable for everyone, and trading futures can result in losses greater than the initial required margin. Traders should only trade futures with risk capital. Risk capital is money that you can afford to lose without jeopardizing your financial security or current lifestyle. You can find additional disclosure information on the NinjaTrader website.